We lived out in the middle of nowhere on a farm, and I didn't really, I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't play a lot of sports, and I got really interested in reading. So I read a lot of Jack London. I read a lot about frontiersmen in our country, and I just got really energized to travel and explore. I spent a lot of time crawling through the woods around our farm, and pretty much as soon as I was old enough to start traveling on my own, I did. That's what led me into cooking, was that I could get a job cooking almost anywhere that I wanted to travel to. A lot of the best conversations I've ever had were in a kitchen, whether that was in a home kitchen or at a restaurant. And then you get to experience different ways people cook. You know, people do different dishes different ways depending on what their heritage might be or the way their family has always done it or things like that. And that kind of food tells a story. It's a super interesting way to get to know someone. Part of what I like to do is bring those stories, bring those experiences back home. I graduated high school and turned 18 on the same day. A month later, I moved to Pittsburgh and I went to art school. And while I was in art school, I started traveling just a little bit. Like one of my first trips was to Philadelphia and went to Indiana. Time went on, I kind of started to branch out more and more. So it was like ripples in a pond. I kept getting further and further away from my comfort zone in my home. And I was usually either driving, or I would take a bus, or taking a train, and then I would fly. But it would just depend on if I had a contact there and if I could save up enough money to go do something. A lot of my 4-H friends kind of went all over the place and did neat things. So that gave me a lot of opportunities to visit people abroad and all across the country. Here I have a lot of long-term friends here. I love this area. I think it's really beautiful, and obviously it's got its drawbacks like anywhere else, you know, but you kind of find what you look for. And this most recent time that I came home, I was really excited to find all of the interest in rebuilding downtown and kind of putting energy back into the area, which was new. For most of my life, people were always trying to get out, but there's no reason to like run or like hate the area because it's less developed or anything like that. And now to see people wanting to put energy into developing it and bringing the cultural diversity here that other places get to enjoy, I think that's super. We have a lot of people who come in on a regular basis, and they feel ownership to this place. You know, it's not my place, it's all of our place. All the people that work with me and all the people that come eat with us, it's a community hub.